We just got the cops called on us because we are in a predominantly white neighborhood, so this car blocked us in.
Well, our own Ayanna Crystal recorded that video after an encounter with a white woman while they were out on a story.
Now, our crew, as you heard there in the footage, believes that woman called 911 because of the color of their skin. As a television station, we had our concerns. Hope you understand. We requested the 911 tapes to get more information about this. We also went back to the neighborhood to hear her side of the story, and we asked Ayanna to tell us her emotional experience.
CBS 46 reporter Ayanna Crystal and her photographer Gino Collins, both black, were in this quiet East Cobb neighborhood earlier this week, doing what they do every day, telling stories and informing viewers.
We noticed a white SUV pull up beside us, and we thought it was kind of strange, but didn't think anything of it. She stayed there for maybe 10 minutes or so.
But things changed hours later when the team says this white SUV pulled up in front of their unmarked news car and sat there for several minutes. They didn't realize the driver, a white woman, called 911 to report them.
There's somebody in that car, and I'd like to know who takes pictures of this home. And there's somebody in that vehicle in the passenger seat. They see me sitting here because I've got them blocked.
Are you or anyone in danger right now?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then I look up and I see a cop walking towards us. I couldn't stop shaking. In this situation, I'm not a reporter. I'm a black person to this cop. And so, you're terrified because you don't know what's going to happen.
The news team complied with the police officer's request for multiple forms of ID, even though they didn't need to. No crime had been committed.
He mentioned like a threat. She felt threatened. And I was like, but why? We're here doing our job. Where's the threat?
I'm Jonathan from CBS 46. Can I talk to you for a second?
We sent the CBS 46 Bulldog to question the woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was pouring down rain, but nobody got out of the vehicle. Nobody said anything, so I didn't know who they were.
She says race did not play a role in her aggressive pursuit of the crew.
If it was me sitting in the car, would you have called the police?
I would have if anybody was sitting out there with an unmarked vehicle. Somebody's parked in front of your house in an unmarked vehicle. It does make you nervous to stay in time.
Do you want to start? We heard her explanation. We heard the 911 call. Why does she have to know who's in that vehicle, right? Why is it her right to know who's in the vehicle? And I still have questions for the, Cobb police there.
Once they arrived on scene to figure
Why do I
out.
have to show ID? This is America. They're citizens. It's a real problem. And sometimes there's the bias that we can comprehend, we're cognizant of. And a lot of times there's the bias that we don't know we're under the influence of. I don't know which it is with the woman, in the T-shirt that said, "I'm too tired for something."
Don't talk to me.
That might have been a good idea yesterday.
Well, and to think CBS 46 was there, Ayanna's assignment was to go out there to warn the neighborhood about red-tailed hawk attacks. And so that's why they were in the neighborhood. That was their assignment yesterday, to go talk to people that have suffered attacks and also to be able to warn other neighbors about this. To think that they were somehow viewed as a threat by anybody is kind of ridiculous.
A threat where a woman who is so afraid, apparently, she has to call 911 and she has to block them in and stay very close to these people that are
she's
a threat.
afraid of as a
Right.
threat.
So that's our take. Perhaps yours is different, but we promised that we would get back to you and we learned more. It's part of a much larger discussion and a lot more to unpack.
It's a sensitive subject.